Hello and welcome to today's indoor container gardening video. Today we're just going to go and see how all the plants are doing. And please subscribe if you like my videos. And please leave any questions you have in the comments and I will answer those in next week's video. Alright, here we go. So we're going to start up here at my melon pear. It's doing very good. It doesn't look very good. It's like some of the leaves are dying and everything, but it's still working on adjusting to the life indoors, and it's just shedding all the outdoor leaves and gaining new leaves to collect better light indoors. So, still just working on adapting. But otherwise, all the fruit on it's still doing good. Just gotta wait for it to ripen. It's a good amount on it. All the way out here. There's even some more starting to just starting to show up on some of these other branches here. Alright. And there's my habananda pepper plant. That one's doing really good, and also the one that's down on the floor down there. They're both doing really well. Still not seeing any growth in the American pitcher plants yet, but that may take a while, so just have to keep on watching that. Now we'll go down to my carnivorous plants. Start over here. My Jolly Twist is doing very, very good. Producing lots of pictures. Very nice looking. And then the biggest, newest one that's not quite open yet is right down there. Slowly growing, but it looks really good. Now we'll move over to my American pitcher plant. And that's doing really well. Got some nice tall pitchers growing there. Then we'll go over to my Dreamy Angel Nepenthe. It's growing lots of leaves, not producing any new pitchers yet ever since I got it. It can take a couple months for it to adjust and produce pitchers, so just have to keep on watching to see how those turn out. I got my B52 Venus flytrap, and it's producing some pretty nice size traps there, so it's looking really good. Just a whole bunch of them. I need to clean it up a little bit. You can see all the old dead traps there. Most traps on a Venus flytrap will last probably about a couple months, and then they'll just shed those traps. Otherwise, it will shed a trap after it's eaten probably about 2 bugs, and then after that it'll shed the trap, or if the trap goes off about 5 times. Sometimes the trap can just be triggered too much and it'll just kill off, that trap will just die, and then it'll just produce new ones. So now we'll go over to my Torrential Sin Nepenthe, and that's doing really well. Got some nice big pitchers all over the place. These pitchers will grow much bigger than they are now, but otherwise right now they're still a pretty nice size, and it's a little bit easier to control. When this thing gets bigger, it'll try to take over everything. So otherwise looking really good. Got a new pitcher forming right there, and just have to see how that goes. And my generic Venus flytrap right here, producing some much longer Venus flytraps, some pretty good sized ones too, so that's doing good. Now the Australian pitcher plant, doing pretty well. Not much has changed since the last video. Like I said last time, it's a very slow growing carnivorous plant. It's probably one of the slowest ones. And now we'll go with my egg pods, and I decided to have them open this time so you can see what's going on, and they look pretty good. Here's my sundew, and then we have my 4 Venus flytraps. I grew all these from seeds, and they're all doing very, very good. Now over to the sundew garden, and there's just sundews all over the place, and they're doing just very, very good. This one right here is my biggest one, but basically about most of them look about the same type of sundew. These ones back here look a little different, and then this one right here is a different one. And I basically took about 5 different kinds of seeds and just spread them out in here, and you can see which ones are doing the best. So, but otherwise, doing really good. And then I have my water reservoir right there to just make sure I always have water on the bottom of that. Now we'll go down to my other plants. Got a bunch of more plants to go through down here. So, start over here on my jackfruit trees that I planted, a bunch of seeds, and I got 4 of them coming up, and that's doing really good. This one right here is my tallest one. It's actually growing a leaf, so otherwise they're all doing very good. I will be separating those eventually, and if people subscribe to my videos, I might eventually do a drawing to give away the extra ones that I have. So we'll just see. You'll just have to subscribe and stay up to date on my videos. So now we have my fig trees over here. Those are doing very good. And now we'll go. We got my habanana pepper and the succulent back there. I need to spray the soil there to get rid of the powdery mildew that's starting to form on it, but that's not too hard to take care of. Then we got the lime tree here. It's doing really good. Starting to get some indoor leaves, and pretty soon it should be dropping most of those other leaves probably. So now we got my pink lemon tree here, and that's doing very, very good. Then we got my clementine tree. Pretty good, pretty tall. It's probably about the very tip of the leaf there. I'd say about 4 feet tall right now. Then we got my jelly melon back here. And that's doing pretty good inside. Some fruit growing right there. Some more down there. There's even some more little ones just starting up here. So that's still doing really good. And it just keeps on producing more and more fruit. I just have to wait till it's big enough to harvest. And we'll just have to keep watching and see how it goes. Now we have my Tamarillos, and it's doing very good. It has more fruit that's ready to harvest up here, and then otherwise it doesn't look like there's much else fruit yet. Looks like it might be done producing fruit for the season, but otherwise I've probably gotten about 5 groupings of fruit that each one had at least 5 ripe ones that I harvested. So did okay this year, but it's still a small plant, so it's doing pretty good though. And I got a whole bunch of them in this pot too, so and there's even more still growing. So yeah, now we have my Nargilla, and there's a few in that one too. Otherwise there's still a few flowers on here. I'm kind of sad because none of the flowers are actually ripening into fruit, but just have to see what happens. This is its first year. It produces more fruit each year, so just have to keep on watching that. Otherwise, it looks like it's doing pretty good still. Now we'll move over to my kiwi, which is doing great. All the vines are coming back to life. And I'm excited because I thought it was going to die. Now we have my passion fruit vine too, which is also growing great. Very well. It's over there. The vine looks like it's deciding that it wants to try to climb up the dragon fruit cactus, which is right there. So it's a pretty nice sized dragon fruit cactus growing here. It's doing pretty well. We're on the other side of the light there. Yeah, just doing pretty good. Alright, and that is my indoor garden I have. I hope you like this video, and if you want to stay up to date, I post a weekly video. Just subscribe and turn on those notifications. Otherwise, if you have any questions on anything or want to know any more about plants, leave them down in the comments. And I'll answer them in my next video next week. And I'll see you next time.